just a note, I was talking about Topps Project 2020 once we get going with the show. I said the two Koufaxes for Project 2020, it's a Koufax and a Ted Williams. So if you hear me saying the two Koufaxes, that was a horrifically bad mistake. It was Sandy Koufax by Naturel and Ted Williams by Old Manalan. So those were the two guys that was just released today for Topps Project 2020. And now, on to the show. What is up? What is going on, everyone? David, SVA Card Collectors. And I want to start off with a huge apology. This podcast was started to help people get back into sports cards and learn a lot of stuff. And it really, even though, of course, there's some of my opinion is in there, I should have been more forgiving of certain things. And I shouldn't put my opinions ahead of what was going on and me being blind to it because I just didn't care. And I think it could have changed a lot of people's lives almost had I gone a different way and had I said, hey, maybe you should get these cards. Now, what am I talking about? I am talking about Topps Project 2020. It was a huge gaffe for me to just pretty much ignore them for the most part. Now, I wasn't a big fan of a lot of the cards. Some of them I thought were abominations. But still, they're a huge part of the hobby at this point right now and previously. And I really poo-pooed it. And I know a lot of people, a lot of other podcasters out there have as well. Some didn't. And still, had I just said, hey guys, you should take a look at it. These cards are pretty cool. You know, maybe they're not pretty cool. They're not for you. These are art. It's maybe giving you some background. Maybe had I done my research a little bit better, I would have been ahead of the curve on this. And I wasn't. And so I see some people who are literally making thousands, and if they bought enough tens of thousands of dollars off these cards because they could buy them at $20. Right now, what's coming out is you have Griffey and you have Nolan Ryan. The Griffey card is from a guy named Keith Shore. He's the one that makes the cards that I really don't like. A lot of people, some people, it's starting to grow on them. Other people, not so much. But right now, the prices for all these cards are going insane. The print run was the highest combined print run for the Trout and the Gooden that just ended on Monday. Or was it Monday or Sunday? I forgot when. I think it ended Sunday. I mean, insane amounts of print runs. If you want to learn more about this, the guy to go to is CRT Sports Cards. He does pre-sales. The only thing that if you're not going to do pre-sales, if you are going to do pre-sales, you won't have a shot of getting a 1-of-1. That's the only thing. But right now, flippers are involved as well. So these print runs are going to start ramping up even more, especially with the like Ken Griffey Jr., Mike Trout, guys like that. And that this past weekend I bought 2 of the Trouts and 2 of the Dwight Goodens. You can get them $34.99 to get 1 of each card. If you buy them separately, they're $19.99. I forget if you buy 5 or 10, the price comes down. But I bought 2 of them, and that was it, of each card. And I was going to buy more. And I said, you know what? I started doing some research. I said, man, I really dropped the ball on this. I'm going to buy 8 of them. I went to go buy them, and it was already over. So I went to the secondary market, to eBay. And there was Gooden going for $24. I said, man, I'm now gonna pay $4 extra because I waited too long. And I sent out a tweet and I said, man, anybody, well, what should I do? I knew the answer, but I wanted to get some discussion. And of course, my 7 Twitter followers went, There's only one Dave Keppel. He's there, but for the most part, I got Mum's the Word, and I think I got somebody else who messaged, did a tweet saying, people need someone to tell them when to buy or not. They're not doing it right. All right. Just trying to get discussion, people. So anyway, I didn't go for it because it's the Ben Baller. And Ben Baller is another artist. His cards are pretty much the biggest ones. The Mike Trout Ben Baller one was the highest print run so far. So I then went to the Trout ones, and the Trout, I went and I bought 3 of them for $24, and that was on Sunday. And this was made by a guy named Jacob Rochester. 3 for $25. That's $25. So I paid $75 plus tax. They were at on Monday $75 to $80. So I made $50 by sitting on my butt doing nothing. And these have a much higher print run. So what I did was I started going to the print run. Everyone was making a big deal about the 1,000, 2,000 print runs, which are in the very beginning where people really didn't go for them. Those go for thousands of dollars. They may go for a lot more now. So if you bought back in the day, people were buying 10 of them. And I've seen pictures of people who bought 10, 15, 20 of them. Now you bought them at $20 and now you're selling them for $1,000, and now you have 20 of them. And maybe you did that on 5 or 6 releases. That is life-changing money. And you go, oh, but nobody's really buying these cards, Dave. Look at the solds. There are a ton of solds every single day for these cards. I will look at a card, and eBay knows everything. Heaven forbid I look at a card and eBay doesn't tell me what happened with this card. So I would look at these cards, and then maybe an hour or two later I get a notice. It's gone. You want to see a different one? Even though I wasn't even watching it. They would say, hey, it's gone. You want a different one? And the price would be slightly higher. And so I started looking at print runs that were less than 10,000 that were going for less than 150, $100 really I was going for, but I couldn't find. I found one. And so I started going for 150. And then they started going up as well within the day. I bought one card at 75. By the next day it was 100, 110. I bought a card for 140. It's now 180, 200 within days. And I could say, oh, maybe it's just people raising the prices and, people just going for them. These are solds. I'm getting notifications on my phone. It's gone. I can't get them anymore. They're gone. Gone. Every single one. Gone. And it is such a huge missed opportunity. And that's why I'm telling you guys, be cautious if you are going to dive in like I have. Don't go, balls to the walls with these cards, because I don't know what's going to happen in this next one. It seems like the Ken Griffey and the Nolan Ryan will be an indicator of how much the flip culture has got involved. I may buy 5 of these cards each, and that's it. The Sandy Koufaxes that just came out today. Now you have 48 hours to buy these cards. Once the 48 hours is up, they're done. You can't get them anymore. And then you can start buying them on eBay. You want to buy, if you're buying pre-sales, you want to buy from reputable people. You want to buy from CRT Sports Cards. He's not going to screw you out of your money. Who is the other guy that was huge? And they've been involved in the beginning. I'm trying to find the guy. Twins Jake is another guy that I bought some cards from. Also, and the only thing is they start going for more money if the person has the card in hand. That is earlier releases. I think they're around the low 50s right now of where they've delivered the cards. So you'll see the box and the card. Then you'll know that you'll get the card, because what a lot of people are doing is they'll buy, like, just for example, let's just say I go balls to the walls and I buy 20 of these ugly Ken Griffey Jr. cards and then decent looking Nolan Ryan cards. I buy 20 of them. And I pre-sale them for $17, $18. Or maybe not. Maybe it ends and there's a high print run and it doesn't matter. People still want them. And I say, you know what? I'm going to get $30 for these cards. I don't have them yet, but once I get them, I'll send it to you. And I sell it for $30 and someone pays me. And then in a month and a half, when the cards finally come in, that card is now worth $200. What people are doing is canceling the order and then relisting it at that $200 rate. That's something that you have to watch out for. And that's why a lot of people like to buy from, and will get more money if you have the card in hand, or you buy from reputable dealers. You'll just look to see a lot of negative feedback. If they just created an account, if they only have like 1 or 2. Now, it's hard to say, oh, that's a terrible thing to not buy from someone who just started, but you'd rather do that than you think you had a card and then all of a sudden 2 weeks later they cancel it and now you can't buy that card at that price. You got to buy it at a much higher price and you're screwed out of it. So just be careful. I'm in the Lynch in a couple of these cards. I'm sort of in limbo with that as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I really do believe you guys should get on board with Project. They're only $20. Maybe just buy 2. If you don't have the money for it, maybe just buy 2 of each card. Maybe you just buy 1, but just buy something, because I believe that these cards will all go up. I think you will make your money back easily. Like right now, the highest print run was Mike Trout, Ben Baller. He was 34,000, 34 and change. Bought it obviously at $20, and it was just around 25, 30. And then all of a sudden it bumped up to 80, then 150, now they're at 200. And this is the highest print run so far. And it's already at 200. And it's climbing. Now, where will it end? I can't tell you that. I don't know. But I really do believe that definitely missed the ship, and I just feel bad because I think a lot of people could use this money, especially now, and I was just short-sighted. Switching gears, Bowman, 2020 Bowman, I don't suggest you buying anything. Don't buy the hobby boxes, don't buy the jumbo boxes, don't buy, if you can find retail at Target and Walmart, something like that, go ahead. It's just overpriced right now. Everything is overpriced right now. Top Stadium Club, I saw it like a pre-sale for $170, $180. These are $80. These are $80 boxes of cards. What you need to do is start looking from last year and start, if you want a box to buy, go and get those. Look for different years. Don't start buying boxes this year. The breakers are getting all these boxes, and because everyone's getting involved, there's big money coming involved, there's people that want to gamble. Right now, you don't want to play that game. You want to get out of that game. You do not want to start buying boxes. Just chill. Buy boxes from 2018, 2017, or just sell your cards, hold your money, and just wait. Because, I still think that, the shoe's going to drop on this. It's just a matter of time. I just don't know when. I still think it's October, November. I think that's the time when it's going to start getting bad. But I think once sports get going, that's also going to, I think it's going to hurt the hobby, not help it. Because everybody right now, all the cards are going up. And once they start playing, only the guys who are doing well will start going up. And the guys who aren't doing well, they're not going to go up because it's just a prolonged spring training right now. So in spring training, everyone has a rosy picture about everything. So everyone thinks that all the prospects are going to do well. All these guys who got hurt, they're going to come back and be 100%. So right now, that's what we're in all sports. So that's why it's going crazy as well. Once basketball starts, the playoffs start. Not everyone is going to be doing great. I think Tyler Hero is a good rookie to invest in because he'll be in the playoffs. Zion, he might play great, but he's not going to be in the playoffs. Or he might not play at all. They might not even do that. They might just skip to the straight to the playoffs. In that case, he's not in. So there may be good buying opportunities because the price of his card is going to drop. Just think. That's all I'm saying. Because right now, people are going crazy right now. Right now is the time to sell. Outside of Topps Project, I'm talking about. Times to sell. Flip quickly. Get it out of your hands quickly. 90s inserts are hot. I've been buying them up. I think it's a stupid move on my part because I think I'm buying them high. I'm not heeding the words that I'm telling you guys, and I think it's a mistake. I sort of slowed down, and I liked the cards the way they looked, but I think I not screwed myself. I don't think they're horrible bets. I'm buying them because I don't see that many of them out there, but I'm also seeing them being replenished. As soon as one goes, another one comes up about a week or two later. So I have to give more careful thought to it. I think it's good to get these ungraded cards and maybe get them graded. So maybe I'm not, that crazy, but I'm paying more money than they were months ago. So there's that. Panini has Noir that's coming out tomorrow, where you'll be able to buy the box. It's gonna be crazy expensive. These aren't the droids. I would stay away from them. Just buy the card that you want. Don't buy the box. It's gonna be crazy expensive. It's just not worth it. It really isn't. You also have Court Kings coming out. It says soon, but I don't have any date. The football, you have Panini Contenders, Draft Picks Collegiate. I'm not a big fan of that. I just don't like the way they look. They make it look like some type of ticket, but I don't like the way they look. Joe Burrow is going to be the biggest one that everyone and their mother is going to be going for, and their mother will be going for. So there's that. Basketball, baseball, Panini Select, they look damn good. Again, they're too expensive though. To me, $200 on a card that doesn't have a logo, it's just too much for me right now. The cards look awesome though. I really like the way the cards look. So I would buy those cards. I wouldn't buy the box. Again, stay away from boxes for this year. Right now we're in a bad spot. Supplies are hard to get. You have to wait on Target for 3 hours to try to see if there's any blasters, which they're not. It's just right now it's for boxes. It's priced out for people getting in, and so just be smart out there. Don't buy cards and go broke. I mean, you should, because that's my theme, but just be careful. That's all I'm saying. SVAcardcollectors.com. Download the Flick Chat app, and you guys know what to do. Buy some cards and go broke. Later. So I've been talking about Star Stock for a couple of weeks now, and actually last week they went live in their beta version. Well, ain't no beta no more. They are live. You can currently deposit, purchase cards, view those cards in your collection, and then flip the cards back on the marketplace. There's a lot more things that are going to be built. Like I said before, I've seen some of the things. I can't wait until it starts really being ramped up. Star Stocks is building a sports card marketplace aimed to be faster and cheaper for flipping sports cards than any platform. Currently looking for people who want to submit their cards to sell on their new platform. Star Stock is offering 5% commission, no ingestion fees. You just send in the cards, they do all the work. Cards are guaranteed and secured in a vault. They had a little guy's name I think is Pepe. He's just kept on working. With everything that was going on, he's got a mask and gloves. The guy's just there. He's just watching the cards, making sure everything's safe. You can also choose to ship the cards back to yourself at any time. So you can buy, flip, store, or ship cards with a click of a button. If you're interested in getting involved as a seller, contact Mike at mike@starstock.com. Right now, they're just looking for rookie cards and prospects of current players. Again, for more details, contact Mike at starstock.com.